8-man team match, 4 on each team. A man may be eliminated by pinfall, submission, or be thrown over the top rope to the floor. As the man is eliminated, he will have to leave the ring until one team is completely wiped out. The first man eliminated will not be able to wrestle in the state of Texas for 6 months. If it's in the Von Erichs, they'll be able to continue living here, but will not be able to wrestle for 6 months. Any of the other 5 eliminated will have to leave the state of Texas. Your contestants on my right, Playboy Gary Hart, present the team of Pack Song, Gary Young, Gino Hernandez, and Crusher Stan Stasiak. And across the ring, the 4-man team first, the fabulous Von Erichs, Fritz, Kevin, and David. And 300-pound Bruiser, Brody. 2 referees, David Manning and Bronco Luby.
Now you see him awaiting the instruction and the clearing of the ring. 4 men on each team, but Bruiser Brody, there you see he had Crusher Stasiak now retreating. Lots of controversy came up after the end of the last match that you've seen. You didn't see the controversy after the bell rung, but of course you did see Crusher Stasiak take something out of his tights and smash Bruiser Brody. That caused Brody to go down for the 3 count, and Crusher Stasiak was declared the winner. But that's not all of it. There's still bad blood between, as you saw the glaring of the introduction, Bruiser Brody on the far side, over on Stasiak's side, in fact, when I was introduced them. So that's not all that we'll ever hear from Bruiser Brody and Crusher Stan Stasiak, I can guarantee you that. There's controversy swirls, and they don't need any in this match, because the 3 Von Erichs plus Bruiser Brody, plus the 4 rugged individuals guided by Playboy Gary Hart. It's Gary Young now on Bruiser Brody, starting out this eliminating match. As we said in the introduction, 3 ways to be eliminated: by pinfall, submission, or be thrown over the top rope. Going over the top rope for any reason will eliminate you. Brody tagging in 6'7". David Von Erich, who wastes no time smashing Gary Young. David, the man that put Bruiser Bulldog Brower out of action with his shoulder separation, now with an arm drag and takedown on Gary Young. 6'7", 235 pounds, superb athlete, David Von Erich, joined by his brother Kevin and his famous father Iron Claw Master Fitz Von Erich, and awesome Bruiser Brody to form a 4-man team in this match. Against Gino Hernandez, you see his back, you see Gary Young in the ring, Pack Song now, and Crusher Stasiak rounds out that quartet, and Kevin chasing Gino. Kevin in the ring now, being restrained by David Manning. Pack Song now is in the ring. Here comes Manning now, pulling off the Korean star. They'll just 1 man from a team. Now it's Crusher Stasiak legally in against David Von Erich. Gino quickly to come in, because David was in a weakened position there, and taking advantage of it was Gino Hernandez. I wonder if he would have come in under normal circumstances if David had been waiting for him. Look at David make a fast move between the legs of Gino, and here comes his brother Kevin. Kevin and Gino, really one of the bitterest feuds in professional wrestling, and Kevin has got Gino in the ring with him now, and I'm sure Hernandez would rather have one of his other 3 teammates. Kevin Von Erich falling hard, and here comes Gino racing under the ropes. Gary Young in now. A lot of personal feuds coming out now. There's Brody and Stasiak glaring at each other after the controversy in their match, the captain's match, in which Stasiak used something out of his tights to gain the victory. Head first, Gary Young throws Kevin's head in to the turnbuckle, bringing it over into the corner. There's Gino now, trying to be a cheerleader on the outside for his team partner, Gary Young. Mainly because he the man that he has a hold on and applying the pressure is Gino's nemesis, number 1, and Kevin Von Erich. Pak Song now, Korean star, Pak Song Nam from Seoul, Korea. 265 pound, chopping away. That's a terrific slash along the lines of Maniac Mark Lewin is Pak Song Nam, who knows all of the torture and pressure points. An expert in martial arts, now trying to use them all on Kevin Von Erich. Kevin, one of the most popular stars around, wisely dips down on a high flying drop kick from a prone position. Kevin Von Erich coming down with that elbow to the midsection of Pak Song, going for the iron claw. Caught to him and used forcefully by his famous father, Fritz Von Erich. It's Kevin Von Erich on Pak Song. And he gains it. There you hear it, as I told the fans here at ringside on the microphone. Pak Song Nam eliminated, will have to leave the state of Texas for a period of 6 months. That was the conditions of the match. The first man eliminated would have to leave the state of Texas for a 6-month period. Due to our prior commercial commitment, we'll have to pause right now in action. We'll be right back after this important word. Action continues fast and furious now. Wild and woolly. Pak Song Nam has been eliminated. Have to leave the state. Bruiser Brody, the big awesome Bruiser Brody, really throws down. Gino Hernandez takes on Gary Young and Crusher Stasiak, who come into the action. They should have stayed on the outside, and I'm sure they realize it. Gino being thrown into the den of wolves in the form of Kevin and Fritz Von Erich. And David, Kevin doing the throwing. Here he comes, Kevin and Gino Hernandez. Arch rivals on the mat. Right, Kevin high in the air. Moving out was Gino Hernandez, and suffering it all was Kevin Von Erich. Gino quick to take advantage of him and throws him outside the ring. Stasiak there ready to work him over. Forehead, Gary Hart leads Stasiak back out of the way to keep from being disqualified. Ronko Lubich on the outside, David Manning on the inside trying to restore order. But Gino Hernandez trying to take advantage of Kevin Von Erich before he can gain his full forces back. At the throat, Gino, really. And here comes, wait a minute, Fritz Von Erich with a leather belt. He said he would use it on Gino, and he did. Wrestling fans, Fritz Von Erich, a man who can be dealt with through the years, never boasts or never tells you what he's going to do unless he follows through, and he really welted Gino Hernandez as you saw it. Now Kevin and Gino continue. Wild and woolly action. We're sorry it's just about gone. We've had a lot of excitement. We saw Stasiak take something out of his tights and use it on Bruiser Brody in their match for a controversial decision. Pak Song Nam, first man eliminated in this match, have to leave the state of Texas for 6 months. We've seen it all, and remember, Steve Holmes will be back next week. Boyd Pierce saying goodbye, everybody, from Dallas Sportatorium and Texas Championship Wrestling.